Millions of people across Asia are beginning to celebrate the start of the Lunar New Year. 2014 is the year of the horse. And in Australia, Chinese New Year is the big opportunity, or is the opportunity for big celebrations. But in a sign of changing times, this Chinese New Year, the centuries-old Chinese Zodiac, has been Australianised. Catherine Grau reports.
Australia is a land like no other, home to some of the world's most unique animals, many of which now have a place on a new Chinese-Australian zodiac. Traditionally, 2014 is the year of the horse, and on the new zodiac, that honour's been given to one of the country's most famous birds.
The horse share the same characteristics as kookaburra, being very self-confident, strong self-esteem, for example.
A panel of Chinese heritage specialists collaborated with wildlife experts to decide which Australian animals could mirror those on the traditional Chinese zodiac. And the concept's been popular on the internet, getting more than 500,000 hits on Chinese social media WeChat in just 1 month.
The inspiration is to try to create an icon to represent Australian Chinese. Australian culture is very much centered around our environment and our wildlife as well. And by actually exploring the different wildlife, it encourages us to understand more about Australian culture. I get to understand the Chinese name for each of these animals, many of which I just recently created as well.
The goat becomes the koala, the rat the kangaroo, while the emu's been selected to represent the rooster.
I wouldn't say we tamper with it, but we want to create an extension of it. To give an example, if we ever visit Singapore, Malaysia, during the Moon Lantern Festival, which is the second most important date on our Asian calendar, you find that the actual animals that actually depict on the lantern are very much local animals that you find in Singapore and Malaysia. Okay, so it's all about our culturalization, localizing, and extending our culture to the reach of foreign lands.
And Australia's Chinese community is growing.
This is Box Hill, a suburb in Melbourne's east that's rapidly becoming an epicentre for Chinese-born Australians. In just 5 years, the number of people born in China calling Box Hill home nearly doubled. They now make up 20% of the total population.
Oh, well, of course they bring a wonderful cultural diversity, different points of view at times, but also I think a real commitment to be part of the White Horse community and a love of the community.
As one of Melbourne's largest Asian shopping precincts, Box Hill will be a focal point of Lunar New Year celebrations.
As more and more Asian background people move in Box Hill, they will attend to celebrate together as well, as we like to gathering together to celebrate Chinese New Year.
The Lunar New Year is also a major economic boost. Traders here say sales have increased by 30%, outperforming even Christmas.
There's a lot of people all around it. They try to buy a lot of food, buy a lot of gifts, so all the places around here will be very busy.
Compared to normally, normal is much busy because people come to for the shopping and buy also cake for the New Year.
And there's real optimism. It's just the start of more good things to come in this year of the horse and the kookaburra.